to talk about y'all. Yeah.
This is your girl, V-Mail, aka Mo Thoughts, and you are tuning in to the award-winning Boss Lady Radio Show.
What I got coming up, and the subject matter will be social media cat. I'm gonna be locked in with my homegirl DJ DC, the award-winning DJ DC, and the one-handed producer, man, what y'all can't do with two hands. The boy Noriega the King. Once again, October 12th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you need any interviews or commercials, get up with DJ D. No more than $25 to get you plugged in. Roll up. Need you on my tongue, you my drug, you my drug. Take it, don't you run, let it come, let it come. Roll up. Problems on your mind, just don't mind. It's your time. Girl, you know you sound like a fire. I can't lie. Roll up.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We on social media, cat. Your host, Boss Lady D, co-host, Noriega the King, though, saying we in the building with that clickbait theft. Social media cat, Milwaukee. What's up, Noriega? Hello? Is we here? Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? Yeah. Say something else. Okay. Had him on the line. I don't know what happened. But we'll definitely hit him back up again. Just putting it online, you know. Got some updates we got to talk about, so it's gonna be a little different. So I thought I'd start the difference today. So you call again. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What's going on, Nori? We sorry about the delay. Clickbait theft. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. You can start us off, Nori. How we started this discussion and why we wanted to come on tonight.
Alright. Well, some shocking things that I found out in the last couple of weeks. And how we came with this discussion is music, artists, and beats. So I'm gonna say it like this. People go on YouTube all the time, listen to beats, freestyle over beats, and that's cool. You can do that. It's free. But you speak.
You breaking up. I don't know where you at, but you breaking up.
Yeah.
Just 1 second, y'all. We're trying to get it together over there. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, you know.
Okay. So what I was saying is, it's okay to freestyle over beats. You know, listen to beats freestyle over them.
Mm-hmm.
Now put them on a live, and it's cool.
Right.
But you should not be stealing the beats and using them for production purposes and recording purposes over songs that you write.
You going in and out again. Oh, the tech gods are getting us. No way. Hello? trying to get the connection going. You might have to, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 2, you cannot just use a beat and not get in touch with that producer.
Right.
That is wrong, and it's called theft. It's called copyright infringement.
Right.
So, I just want people to know that are artists that want to use people's beats, please contact that producer. He might put that on YouTube for you to listen to, rap to, but he did not give you permission to copy a link, download it, turn it into an MP3, put it in somebody else's software, record over it, or cut anything out of a beat.
Right.
To make it seem like it's your music, your beat, and whoever made the beat is
right.
theirs. Not. So, at the end of the day, please contact that producer and get their permission, because 2 things can happen. You can get sued, or you'll have to pay them the money to get that actual beat. So, just a word of advice, contact that producer.
Right.
So, what do you think about that?
I think it's very necessary, because a lot of times that's why a lot of songs that I or other radio stations that we work with are seeing copyright warnings on certain reels, certain singles, and certain things are just not allowed on certain social media platforms, especially. So that's a good thing to make sure you got the permission. If you don't own the lease or bought the actual beat, you still should have paperwork stating that you have either permission or you actually own it. So yeah, because it goes with the copyright and registration process.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how every musician should do it. And we talk about this a lot on Boss Lady Radio Show, and from the Reverb Nation blogs, they're telling you exactly how to get it done. Either you're gonna spend a little money with the press kit, as an artist. And let's talk about being played on the radio. But as an artist, if you're not covered in those ways and you are getting different compositions from different people, then when you release the song, especially, you should have all that in place. That shouldn't be a factor. You should know, because a lot of us don't know. I know I didn't starting off, but it's the artist's responsibility actually to do the research on that and not play around with it. Just assume that because a radio station plays it, that you're covered, that you can't get a copyright, warning on your reels. Certain things have to be edited, certain things have to be censored, and if it doesn't meet the standards, especially YouTube, especially Facebook, especially any social media platform, certain things just can't be on those particular platforms. For one, you're not paying to put it on there, because if you were paying for it, then that would mean that the song belongs to you. That's all they want to know. It's not a rocket science, but it is in terms of getting to that point. And then it's blocking your opportunities from getting royalties, because people sue for stuff all the time, and they don't give a damn about suing you about something they think belongs to them. And it takes a long time, just like I did the copyright episode. If you haven't checked that out, because that's pretty much the process in order for yourself to be covered. It's one thing to just say, hey, I want to get paid, but it's some processes and steps that you have to take, and that's one of them. So I totally agree with that, 100%.
Right. And especially when it comes to also having a feature on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, when you have a feature, your feature has to know that this is legit. He can't just jump on something and be like, I'm gonna jump on this. Because he can also get in trouble too. He's not excluded from it because he was part of it. So not only that the artist that was part of it, the person that stole it was part of it, the person that's featured on it can be held liable too.
Right.
You know. And that's just as simple as that. And it's just crazy that in the last 2 weeks what I've learned, it's shocking. And I had to bring it to the forefront because I'll say it like this. Everything that is being played gets basically scanned.
Right.
And when it gets scanned, it comes back as certain people that are not the person that originally made the track.
Exactly, yeah.
And then you want to look goofy. I don't know why I can't, it's no reason to, because you know something was iffy about it when you did it. And then when you hear the original track, you're looking, and as producer themselves. So if you think you're getting over, you might be getting over on the person you stole it from.
Right.
But you're not getting over on the person that actually produces, that actually makes those beats and listen to dozens of beats. You're not getting over on the actual producer that can actually pick that out. Why do you think I was able to pick it out? Number one, because I'm a producer.
Right.
I know sounds. I know audio. I know a lot. And I know how to clip and hear clips when certain things are supposed to be smooth.
Right.
You're not supposed to hear a clip in the audio. If you actually record, it's supposed to be so smooth. Like soda. So come on now. Don't try to play with other people's music. That's all I'm gonna say.
So did you have a certain situation lately where you was trying to work with someone that had an issue with a beat or something? Or have you learned in the past?
In the past.
Okay.
I had an issue where I listened to the beats. And I listened to the beat and I'm like, okay, this don't sound right. Like I could tell that the engineer, the things were off. So I happened to play this beat on my phone one day. Okay. And all of a sudden, my Google thing popped up and it played it back and it sent me directly to YouTube. And I'm looking at the YouTube, but I'm listening to this beat, and it was a lot of things off. Right. With the recorded one and the original from YouTube. And I said, wait a minute. Somebody stole this beat. They didn't get permission. They didn't get a leash. You can tell. Because the person tag was still in the beat.
Right. Okay. That's...
So...
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, then one day, I'm listening to another beat. I'm listening to the artist, and my Google thing pops up and wants to listen to it. So I let it listen to it. And guess where it took me again? Voila. Back to YouTube.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing what technology can do.
Yeah.
It's very amazing. And people just don't understand. Stealing beats that don't belong to you or trying to take credit for something that you didn't do can get you in a whole lot more trouble than just paperwork or stopping the 6 letter.
Right. Yeah.
Or, it can get you in a whole lot more trouble. People end up paying billions of dollars to a producer that actually produced it.
Right.
And, losing all your credibility.
Exactly.
That's one thing that I be strongly about is credibility. I take credibility for the things that I do. I'm not going to sit up here and take credit for something that I didn't do.
Right. Yeah.
My name is, once again, your name is your brand. That's
Period.
your name.
Yep.
Everybody knows you by that name. You don't want nothing negative attached to that name, because something negative attached to that name, people cannot want to work with you. People can say, oh, he's this, she's that. You don't want it. So at the end of the day, just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be real.
Honesty is the best policy in terms of accountability. It's actually a part of it.
Right.
Because how you accountable if you're lying?
Exactly.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So why would you lie on your composition? Why don't you present yourself for who you are? It's underground. It's independent. You can actually become that. You can actually be that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about it. See, when you got to worry about if it can be done, and I think that's why I get a lot of doubt with playing certain MP3s. Yeah, it's really time to start screening.
Yep, definitely.
And I'm going to need a lot of help with that, because I don't want to wait until the morning comes. And then, oh, it's already played. It's already, but I'm good because my everything, mine is copywritten, published. It's covered. Right. But you as an artist, though, why would you want that kind of reputation?
Right.
And most of this is about self-image anyway.
Right. And then no wonder why you only play it on certain platforms and not on the ones you need to play it on.
Right.
Because that producer who did that is going to hear it and be like, wait, stop, hold on. And it's all going to come back to, guess who? The radio station that played it. And radio station have to explain why it happened, where it came from, the source. So the radio station won't get in trouble. No radio station want to take the responsibility of getting in trouble for artists' music that does not belong to them.
No.
I don't know the radio station they would, unless you got billions of dollars laying around.
Or you just into taking risk, and I'm not the one to take that risk.
Right. Exactly.
I want this to be a fun platform where everybody got it together and they're really getting rotated and they're really getting exposure, but they are correct in their composition. You just have to be. Right. And I truly believe when people are asking me constantly about payment, that's why. Make sure it's yours. Because they don't have no problem telling me, oh, we can't play this real. They'll tell me in a quick New York minute. So everything you said was totally on point. And we got to think about that. Because they're not going to get in jeopardy because that's not your song. Why should they dish out some money to a person that didn't really give the work? You have to prove that it's your work.
Right, exactly. And that's why sometimes you hear hesitation or you don't get responses back from people because something is not right. It ain't that they're too busy in life. It's that something is just not right with that MP3.
Yeah, and a lot of times they get a lot of promises from different promoters saying that, hey, I'm going to play you, and they never do. Well, that might be why they never do. Because a lot of us are seriously don't want to get in no drama with you. But at the same time, we're not trying to get sued for you.
Right, that part.
And if you hire us to do that kind of work for you, then that's a different conversation. But my job is to host, not publicist, not manager, not any of that. That is a manager's position.
Right.
Somebody take out the time to do the scans, make sure it's running correctly. That calls for a team. And a lot of us artists don't have that. But that doesn't mean you can't have that. You just have to build that because you're independent.
Right.
It's from your work of your hands. And people are gonna come by and put their little sources in there to make it, put the flowers on and make it look beautiful. But you do take a part in building it. You can't sit back and say, oh, so-and-so got me. You know, I ain't gotta share it. Sister Frida over there got me. Do they?
Nope. Because you're responsible as an artist to share your music out as well. You're responsible as an artist to promote yourself as well. And especially, once again, if you don't have a manager, you're irresponsible for promoting yourself. And even your manager is not responsible. He can say, well, you promote it, I'll promote it. If he don't want to promote it, you better promote it or it ain't going to get out.
Right.
Then he might jump back on a bandwagon and go, okay, I'm promoting tomorrow for the next 3 months. And then he might not promote it after the next 3 months. He might just go ahead and go over there and do something else, find something else to do. And you're still responsible for promoting that single. You know? So, at the end of the day, I just tell everybody, make sure it's yours before you give it to a radio station, before you give it to a human resources person, before you give it to anybody that's in control of radio or promotion.
Right.
Make sure that it's yours and make sure that the paperwork is right. Make sure and also let's topic on this one. Make sure that you're registered with BMI or ASCAP. It don't matter. You don't need both. You just need one.
Right.
Make sure you're registered under Writers Administration, and so you can get the rights to your music, the songs, or the royalties to your music.
Right. So you're able to sell your music. You can't sell it without it. They're not gonna honor it without it. Right. And I think ASCAP is like $50 a year. Or something like that. But yeah, I would definitely research that. Try DistroKid.
Yep.
Because they can do that for you and put it in stores.
Right.
At the same time.
And DistroKid got their rules and regulations to what they want you to do. You know? So you got to do it right, or you're not going to get paid, or you're going to end up getting sued by the actual producer. So, hey, it's your loss, or you know, it's your loss at the end of the day. And somebody else's win.
Now let's talk investments, because a lot of times we want to get paid, but we don't want to pay in. In the independent industry, you got to pay in.
Yep.
You got to invest.
Yep.
But now Miss Fabulous can put over dramatic, and you make me feel, and I can do a reel on Instagram and I don't get no warnings.
Right.
Just can't be played due to copyright issues.
Right.
Or you've been muted. A lot of you are muted. You played on the show, yes. You got rotation, yes. But Instagram said you were muted because in certain countries that song's not allowed. When you're on DistroKid, they won't come at you at all because they know it's yours because of the scanning, as we mentioned earlier.
Right.
Now we talking about business.
Right.
Real business. Because music is a business. It's not fun and games and roses all the damn time. You gotta make sacrifices, and you're not gonna see much of anything. And I was a stubborn artist. I used to, they didn't pay me to play and blah, 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 blah. But then when I got to looking in, hey, somebody just came to me one day that did music that no longer wants to or whatever. Just like, make sure your stuff copywritten. Make sure your stuff is protected. Because you can want to get paid, but that'll be the reason why you won't. And I started looking into it. And I didn't mind spending a little money here and there to get exposure. But I will spend money a year getting protected through the Writers Administration because the song is yours anyway. Right. So why not make it secure?
Right.
Why just leave it out there for anybody to pick up, steal a beat? Then we got to go through the process of what he just said earlier. And then we back to square one. You're not getting any royalties from all that processing. It's like looking at a buffering screen. You're trying to get on the internet. You're trying to look at a certain site, and it's just buffering. So you wasted more time looking at the buffering. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And I've also been asking myself, as a producer, send me a whole beat. Let me explain something to you. I'm not gonna send you a whole beat because number one, you ain't signed no paperwork telling me this is exactly what you're gonna do with it and just do that. I will not send you a whole beat because it's my music. It's attached to my name is a brand. I don't have time to be sending you beats and you're never utilize them, or you utilize them and let somebody else utilize them, and then everybody's trying to come back. Say, well, I got this beat from so and so. Well, they said they don't have the rights to it. I do. So I won't send you a whole beat. If you can't do the process of sending me a vocal and let me give you a minute of it to make sure you like it and you like it the way it sounds, then we can't do business.
Right.
Because that's how I do business. I'm not gonna send your whole beat and you let the whole world hear, and I gotta be, oh man, I heard your beat, but then somebody else said they did the beat. No, yeah, I'm not gonna go through that. Send me a minute, I'll record it, like it, then you can take that minute and I'll give you a minute of the sample, and you can play it over and over. That's why we have repeat. Just play it over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready to actually record it, send me your verse, your hook, and everything else you want on it, and I'll piece it all together like a puzzle and make a whole beat out of it. And then once I finish my mixing and my mastering of it, then you'll get it back. And then comes this and that. So that's exactly how I work. I mean,
Dre finna come in. You got a call.
All right.
I'm clicking me in right now. Yo. Hold on 1 second. I'll merge y'all in. Hello? Okay, you here? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm merging y'all in real quick. 1 second. Hello?
Yeah.
He just hung up. Like, what? Technology! Jello?
Yeah.
Okay, you here.
Okay.
Okay, let me get Dre. Move it around. Alright.
Right.
Dre on the line. Damn, technology. It was hanging you up a minute ago.
Yeah. Technology, get it together, please.
Great. It's like freezing up. I'm getting calm, but it won't call. You're being stubborn. I know I got kicked out. Okay, so let me get.
No, so quick, not thinking about the repercussions of everything else that's gonna happen if you get caught.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, and it could be more serious than a warning. You know, people might want to come after you. I've had an artist on here. He'll tell you in his interview that, you know, he was using a certain name. It wasn't even the music. It was the name he was using for his artist name that got misconstrued. And he thought he could use it instead of researching it to find out if it's registered. Come to find out the other person did, and it got back to him. Somehow they had that whole lawsuit behind it. So it's just, it's not as easy as people You know what I'm saying? Think it is. Oh, it's just a warning. I can ignore it. I wouldn't ignore it.
Right. I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't ignore it at all.
Right.
I would really sit there and every single I come out with. That's why it's really important that you just work on one single for a while. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to send track after track after track. Yeah, people are looking and clicking off real quick, but if they see that one song in rotation, especially if they heard it a lot, you know, mm-hmm. then yeah, we know that's dude's song. You have some kind of support with that.
Right. Right.
And then you'll know in your heart of hearts that you straight, you know. Yep. So
definitely.
It was definitely a catch-22. I appreciate everybody in the chat room tonight. I am live on YouTube. I might as well make this announcement now that they kicked us off. Springer got kicked off of YouTube. So in order for us to put the platform on YouTube, we'll have to make a video or something like that. But or upload our RSS feed, but it's still gonna take you back to Spreaker. So you can separately do that, get creative. They're also taking the live feature away, and they're putting in Spreaker Create on the go podcasting for people that do that. So it'll be pre-recorded and then uploaded. So my times won't change. It's just that the live chat will be gone and the broadcast live will be gone. So the show's not over with. It just won't be live because I'm getting constant. Oh, we're here to remind you that we'll be taking down the live broadcasting, live chat. So the chat will be open once the show is done instead of the other way around. I thought it was pretty silly, but they have their guidelines and things like that. And so as a radio host, definitely going to be screening certain things played on the show. So they're screening everybody. No more hiding. Because we want to know if that music belongs to you. We want to know, what we want to know. So we're going to have to screen you.
Yep.
Yeah, they is seriously, Dre. They are definitely appreciate you in the building too. Dre's Radio. We got Boss King the Legend in here. So far, welcome to the show. Know what I'm saying? It's really annoying how they just changed everything. So I gotta change my pitch to bring it to a pre-recorded level. I thought about all the accolades I got from actually broadcasting live, but it's still gonna be lit. It's still gonna be a hit, but it's just time to get creative. So I'll be making YouTubes prior to. If you want it on YouTube, you will have to subscribe to the Supporters Club to get YouTube footage with your song playing on YouTube, or you can go aside from that doesn't suit you to YouTube Music, and then you can upload your links in the chat room once the show is finished and uploaded and stuff like that. So you still get those features, just not live. So I thought I'd bring that into the conversation. And no, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I wish you would have left it alone, but that's how it's gotta be. All right. Yeah. The good side about it is that I don't have to put my schedule in jeopardy for a night show. I can pretty much create an episode when I want, anywhere I want, and I don't have to sit in one spot doing everything because I'm really more on the go than I am in an office doing this. So it does have its own perks, features, stuff like that. And then it's gonna be cool because when I start traveling, especially doing social media cap, we can do a show on the way to wherever we're going and then continue on and pause in between and edit and different things like that. So it looks like it's on another level, right? And it's calling for a step up another opportunity to make this the best show ever. So it just won't be live. So if it is live, then I'll be posting, you know, YouTube channel, touch the live. If I want to turn the camera off, I can. If I want to turn it on, I can. So I'm gonna be, pretty busy trying to figure all this out and getting creative and doing the shows. The shows will be the same. We will have EDU. We will have the hot new releases. DJ D always gonna come with that heat, so don't worry about that. But
No facts.
yeah, the lives they taking on. I don't know why the hell you would do that all of a sudden. Well, we told you before. Well, I know what you told me, but you're inconveniencing my listeners. But what I did see was that most of my listenable episodes is from after the live was done. So everybody's not gonna be able to make it at 9 o'clock. Just we've been doing it for years, and it's the same people that can make it at 9. But there's no new listeners coming in at 9. And that's the industry. It's about numbers. It's about accumulation of, results. So since it wasn't enough results from it doing it that way as they see it, and I think it's some new people too in this little team we got here, as far as the platform is concerned. So since it wasn't up to their repertoire, everybody's live now. Forget it. No lives. But I'll be looking into some other platforms that offers lives. Some boss lady can do lives because I need my lives and my people loves my lives. So just it'll be their loss, not mine. But I will gradually do that, and I will keep you guys posted on that as well. Anything else you want to say, Nori?
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to click back. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in because this is very important for artists to know, producers to know, anybody that's trying to do music or anything. Make sure that everything belongs to you and not to somebody else.
Right.
That's all I have to say. And understand that honesty is the best policy. 100%. Whether for you to be honest and dishonest with you.
Right. It matters.
So,
it matters as a professional musician. It matters.
Right. And you lose trust when you start, not being honest.
Mm-hmm.
And people find out things at the last minute or years later. Like, I put all this on the line and you did what?
Right.
And okay. So you just gotta watch people and watch them closely. And understand this is a business. This is not a playground where I'm free once I leave this playground. I know this is a business where you're about business, paperwork, things of that, and understanding this business and being around business-minded people is another thing too. When you're around business-minded people, you start to move differently. You start to act differently. Yeah. And that's a good thing, So this is the word of advice for anybody branching out into this industry or any industry period. Mm-hmm. Just be honest with yourself and be honest with the people around you, because that's how you're going to gain trust.
Right.
So, yep, that's all I have to say.
Okay. Too bad we couldn't get Jersey online due to this stupid doggone internet, whatever this is going on, twisting around and dropping calls. But I'll be making me some calls as to why, my investment is jumpy. Because I was supposed to get on another line, but he's always been supportive, so it doesn't matter too much. It's not a big deal. But definitely, we had to come to the conclusion of telling everybody, hopefully the ones that are listening, share this out, please. No, hey, get in here. Let's talk about this, because we got to start getting creative. We got to really show our brands and figure out these videos. If we have to do them one by one, reel by reel, we're going to get out there. We're going to get played and we're going to be heard. So that's why it's so important to come on here and spit out your issues, get it off your chest. What your concerns are. People need to hear that people are actually having these conversations.
Yes.
And this is not. Go ahead.
And actually looking into things, researching things. So don't just think that somebody's just playing it and just playing it for you. The person behind the scenes is actually researching it. So best to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. What's that?
Yeah. Be honest with your music. Go get that stuff copywritten. Go get that stuff registered. Spend the little fee the DistroKid is asking for. Make sure that's something that you can handle. Don't do the big package if you ain't got big package money. Because like I told you, Boss Lady started with $8. That's all I had. And that was an investment I will never regret. Because they took that. And we did little with a whole lot. Because I learned how to know what I was doing.
Right.
So definitely don't hide behind somebody got your bag. Nobody has your bag. You're not protected until you get that paperwork done. You're not going to sell a song until you're registered. You're not going to stop getting blocked and muted on Instagram or social media until that's done. And I'm a living testimony of that. My 2 singles are fine. I did the DistroKid thing. They take their fee. It's auto pay. That's some money I ain't got to see, but I know my stuff is covered and I'm on BMI for my other songs. I can always play them. I can always use them. I am not having the warnings and muteds. I can't do the mutes. The mutes. Drazy got some comments in there. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
But other thing is too, when you do your copyrights, this goes along with this whole situation. When you do your copyrights and you get that paperwork back from the copyright office, it's gonna have a list of everything that's supposed to be on that particular album. And it's gonna say produced by, owned by. And if you get caught in the copyright thing I know, for instance, they play the music because I've had those. I didn't have any issues, but I had issues with the conversation sometimes when I was filling out the paperwork, and it tells you, it says you have to refine this as something else because this is not this, and copyright will email you until you get it right. They won't even go through with the process until it's actually right on the copyright paperwork. That's why it's important to understand on copyrights.org, copyrights.gov, that you know exactly what you are doing step by step. Because you got to list every song step by step. Every track when you upload has to be the same. So, long story short, don't get caught up, because that's how you get caught up and you won't get the rights to it, because they will stop it before they let you pay for it. So, yeah.
Okay. Looks like we need some new drops. Everybody that's in the room, everybody that's on YouTube watching, we need new drops all the time. I really need new drops every time a single is done. We should be making drops for each song, actually. I know I suck at that, so I'm not judging. It's just something we need to start doing. And it makes the show more interesting. You get to hear shout out your song or whatever. So people know to look for it. Make sure you mention your digital platforms. Make sure you're sharing your social media outlets. That's very important. And I did talk about that episode. Your fans can't find you. It's a Monday episode. So if you got a free Monday, you know, take a look at that. Yeah, every song should have a drop for it. It's unique, it's different. Nobody's doing that a lot. And, I'm a little old school when it comes to that. It's professional to me when you present your own. It's your work. Why not present it? Hey, this is my. So we're gonna sell music. We gotta sell ourselves. We gotta invest. I don't know where I would be if I didn't put that little money to the side or just spent that on getting invested so that I can be more creative freely. Didn't have to worry about somebody coming after me about something that doesn't belong to me, which I thought belonged to me, and then we got a problem. Because I ran into that too. It was a song I did where somebody sampled their voice on it, which I thought it was a sample they got from their software. But come to find out this was a person's actual voice, and they told neither one of us. So I went on ahead and recorded it. And then years later, they heard it, and it was like, that sounds like me singing. And I'm like, that's you. It do sound like you, because I like the person's music, and I listen to it a lot. And I had no way of knowing that was you. Well, I thought it was something you got from the machine. I'm totally oblivious. So that needs to happen. We need to have that's why it's so important to have a connection with each other. So when we do this stuff, and then I say, hey, I got it on DistroKid, I'm gonna need your information and type that in, and so everybody can get the credit. Especially when you make collabs. That's very important. Very, very important. So we gotta get in chat rooms. We gotta make those connections. Because the person that's working with you has to be legit like you, or it ain't gonna work. And I hate to be blunt like that, but that's the cards we dealt with this business. So.
Right. And it's okay to be blunt about it because it's the truth. Some people don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
But you need to hear the truth. This business is a business. Mm-hmm. It's not something that you can play with, because if you play with it, you're gonna hurt yourself.
You're gonna get played.
Yep.
And then you won't get it in stores.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people is mad at us because they ain't getting played or they ain't getting paid. Oh, it's you. Find out why. Don't just point your finger. Find out why. Are you registered? That's my first question. My second question, when was the last time you looked at your account? Checked it out. See if you got some money. Because a lot of times you have some money, you don't even check your stuff, and that's why you don't know you got it or not.
Right.
I wasn't checking my stuff for the podcast or for more small little dwindles and messed around and had some money. Oh, is what I said. Oh, I am getting paid. I'm not getting paid a lot of money, but I saw little coins there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing the right things leading up to that day. I just failed to check it. Some here got an attitude with folks, and I ain't even looking at my stuff.
All
right. Look at your stuff. Check your paperwork. Make sure everything in place. If you are paying monthly fees to get it in stores like DistroKid and CD Baby and all that, make sure that's something you can handle every month. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Mm-hmm. But at least if you come in the chat room, you get free spins all the time. Take advantage of that. Ain't nobody doing that. They don't give a damn if you come or not. They come here to make money. And before you do. For real. Like that's just the way it is. So you gotta be in that same boat. And my stuff is together. Heck yeah, I'm gonna get paid. They gonna notify you. They gonna tell you. Check your emails. A lot of emails I didn't check. A lot of money I didn't think I saw because I didn't check one email. Such a shame. Such a shame. So, you sitting over there mad. Did you look at your email today? I gotta remind you. Did you check your inbox today? You check that check on the first of the month, but you gotta check your email for your royalties. What is up with that? But yeah, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here. I know since Dre won't be able to get in tonight to talk with us, be looking out for his recap. of clickbait theft in the making. We all see y'all next time. Social media cap Milwaukee. Onward. I had to do it. I like that color. I like when you color it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. All right, see y'all later. Check out the new episodes next week. We'll keep you posted on Boss Lady Show and Boss Lady Radio Show. New episodes for season 4. If you haven't caught up, we got Music Indie Review season 4, Top 20 Countdown season 4, and Top Show of the Week was Decide Now Skills Freestyle Friday episode. Make sure y'all check that out. And for Supporters Club, Chop Show was Kick Rocks Haters about 2 weeks in a row. And we had Naya with the Flight or Flight. Check that out. We had HGS Lyrical, Originality versus Authenticity. It is now locked, so you do have to subscribe to hear that awesome interview with her. Fresh out of Florida. Boss Kings, fresh out of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Naya Milwaukee. Then we had Nate Dane Strick TV, 414, with his originality version of versus authenticity. So we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Yeah, got a lot of stuff to catch up on. And make sure you share your episodes. I hope you didn't subscribe to not share those. Check your stats. Check with me. Hey, how am I looking this week? How many downloads I got? That's exposure. That's rotation. Even though I'm not spinning it at the moment, somebody else is. We just need to find out who that is. And blah, 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 blah. So let's communicate a little more. Let's keep it tight and keep it strong. And peace out, y'all. See you next time. Social media cap, let's go. Three likes and 30 comments. That's super awesome.
Yeah, I came in kind of late because I never clicked on it. I seen it pop up.
Excuse me.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, YouTube. Peace out. I'm going to stop it right here.